What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze here. We are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hopefully you guys are having a very good day today. So today, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the weakness for the new upcoming Eza for the in future Gohan. As you guys know, it is going to be dropping tomorrow or even later tonight, I guess, for some of y'all. But we are getting here an Eza. So this is going to be your regular Dokkan Fest 30 stages. Again, I do wish that these were 10 stages ever since the LR Ezas came out, but unfortunately the Dokkan Fest are going to be 30 stages. So even if you don't have this character, of course you'll always want to go ahead and do the stage because it will give you free Dragon Stones. Which is going to give you up to, I believe, 34. Usually that's the number, right? So from the stages, you actually get your 30 Dragon Stones, and then from the mission, an extra 4 Dragon Stones. So that'll give us your 34 Dragon Stones in total. Which of course is really good even if you don't have this character. Of course you also get orbs and also Elder Kais. Now it's also pretty good is that they actually started redoing, I believe, the EZAs, where basically for sub EZAs, you also, once you actually complete this, I believe, I haven't seen the data for this one here, but we just saw it for Trunks and for Zamasu, but the sub EZAs medals also come here as well with the mission. So that's a really good touch going forward, which I think Dokkan should continue. Now, the weakness for this, do we have any missions here? No, we don't have any missions. Now, as far as the weakness, it's actually going to be here, surprise, surprise, it's going to be here the Android category. So this should be pretty simple because the Android category is actually really stacked. Now, the characters you want to bring here, of course, are going to be here type advantage. Now, you don't want to bring tech characters, but you can always bring tech characters if you want because, again, certain characters like the tech Android 17 and 18 have a free Ghost Usher. But you just can't really rely on them on doing damage because once you get down the stretch, he's going to have like 80% damage reduction. So you'll be doing no damage whatsoever to Gohan. So let's actually go ahead and take a look at some team builds here. So the first one right here, not in really any particular order, but we are start off with the 200% leader skills. So as far as the 200% leader skill, this is going to be the target Goku. Your main rotation, well, your main leader is actually going to be here the Android 17 and Hellfire 17, and one of the reasons why, because they have a 200% leader skill for joint forces or target Goku, and an extra 30% if you're part of the Android category. So again, this is more focus on the androids. We of course have your Super 17 here as well. He really is just here just for the links. As far as your main rotation, you can have either of the 17s here from the GT saga. They're also providing support, but they're also providing really good links, and they hit really hard here as well. We also have the androids, Dr. Gero and Android 19 here as well for the support, and they also get the 200% leader skill, and it can also heal. And these guys can also do multiple super attacks, so this can actually be a really fast way to actually beat the events because there's no LRs on this team. And the good thing of having no LRs is that the animations aren't as long as compared to TURs. So again, this could be a really good team here. Now, if you want to make any switches, this is also going to be the free-to-play Android just for extra support. But if you don't want to use the free-to-play Eza Androids, you can actually substitute them for... Let's actually switch here to the Android category. Should be right about here. You can actually go ahead and switch them out for, of course, the Dokkan Fest, right? We can always go that route because, again, these guys do have a free Ghost Usher. And if ever you do actually get below the HP threshold for the 17s right here from GT, you can actually fuse to Super 17, but I highly doubt you're going to actually get it. So that's going to be one of the 200% leader skill. It's with the Dokkan Fest 17 from GT. This is a full 200% leader skill, and then everyone should be doing some really good damage here. Now, if you can also, as well, if you want to, if you don't want to bring these guys right about here, or even bring this Eza 17, you can actually even swap out for these cells here as well, right? Because they're also part of the Android category. So let's just say you're not the biggest fan of this Eza 17, then of course you can actually go ahead and bring this cell right here, and then maybe you want to take out one of the 17s, so let's say maybe the Int one, and now of course you can go ahead and replace with the physical cell. Now it's going to be a really good rotation just because these two do share 6 out of 7 links, both the LR cells, but the main issue is that you want to try and get them on the same rotation. So that's going to be not the best RNG, but still going to be really good because, again, this cell is going to be here type advantage, and you can also heal on his 12 key super, and this cell right here, he's going to hit really hard, and you also have the free heal as well, so that's also in your back pocket. But again, all depends what you have in your box. But we'll go ahead and put back the other 17s that we had here. So we'll put back here whatchamacallit here. Where's the 17s? We can put back here, and then we'll also put here the other 17, which is this one right here. Now, what you also do here as well, as I just realized, that you can also bring this Android 13, because he's also going to be a support type unit for Android. And of course, he has a transformation, but he's kind of old, but you can definitely go ahead and use him here as well, as far as extra support on the team. So that's also going to be a good option here. The second 200% leader skill is going to be, of course, with the Gammas. So the Gammas, you actually want to run here, it's going to be here Gamma 2, because he's going to be a leader for the Androids. And then if you're part of the Accelerated Battle or Worthy Rivals, you actually get the extra 30%. So this is going to be the team you actually want to use here. Your main rotation, of course, are going to be here Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 on the same rotation. And then the second rotation you can actually rock here is going to be here the 17, MVP 17 EZA. And you can actually rock them with these LRs right here, the LR 17, 16, and 18. Because these guys also provide support here as well, but they're also providing some really good links with MVP 17. Or you can actually rock them with these guys right here as well. This team is actually very focused on physical characters, so you're gonna have your type advantage. And then basically we have these guys here as well for more of the support. I decided not to bring the cells on this team right here, which you could again bring if you want to. And one of the reasons why is because, of course, none of these characters have like big bad bosses, so that's why it's going to be more focused on like androids linking really well together. And the good thing about running a double Gamma 2 is that Gamma 2 in his passive does provide your 30% attack and Ki +1. So you can actually keep him as a floater, and then your second rotation with the 17 and the LR Android 16 and 17, while they're providing 40%, Gamma 1 will be providing here 40%. So, I mean, an extra 30%, sorry. So, this MVP 17 can actually do some really good damage. And again, this is not really focused on LR, so this should be really good to actually blitz the event very quickly because of the animation. So that's going to be your team number 2 for the 200% leader skill. I think we have one more 200% leader skill, which of course is going to be here with the Dokkan Fest AGL transforming cell. So his leader skill is of course going to be here Android/Cell Saga or Power Absorption, 170 across the board. And if you belong to the Android category, then it's going to be an extra 30%. So really, this is going to be the team. Not much to be said right about here, but basically your main rotations is going to be here, of course, this AGL cell with the LR cell. Just because in their first form, they do share a couple links together. I believe like 5 or even 4. And then your second rotation, while he's actually transforming or as a floater, you can actually have this in cell paired up, which of course this second form cell here as well, just because he's also going to be a 40% support for the extreme class of the Android/Cell Saga. So not only do you have really good links, but he's also providing support, so this cell right here will be really, really good. And then we have these extra androids, Android 13 and Dr. Zoro 19 for the extra support. But again, if you don't have these characters, you can actually go ahead and maybe take out Android 13, and then of course bring these guys right about here, because they're going to be a free Ghost Usher, but they won't be doing too much damage. Now, if you don't have Android 13, you can also go with this Android 18 free to play here as well if you want to. Again, the Androids have so much support, it's actually really crazy. So you can go pretty crazy with the support, doesn't really matter because there's a lot of good options here. So that's going to be it for team number 3. Pretty self-explanatory. Links are really, really good. And then now we're going to move here to the 180% lead. So the 180% lead, of course, is going to be here using a double int LR cell. For the Android/Cell Saga category, it is going to be here Ki +4, attack and defense plus 180%. So does this allow us to actually bring a team like this? As far as your main rotation, if you're using a double int LR cell, or even if you're using here maybe the friend AGL cell, your main rotation of course are going to be here the int LR cell with the physical LR cell. Because again, I believe they share 6 out of 7 links together. And then your second rotation, you can have, of course, AGL cell with this cell right here, or you can have the other int LR cell with this guy with the support character here as well. And then your main floaters will be here, of course, your support type units. So pretty much the same build, but a less stronger leader skill. But it all depends what you have in your account here. So this is why we do different levels for the EZA event. So that's gonna be here team number 3 or number 4 actually. Is that team number 4? Yeah, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And then now we move here to team number 5. So this is going to be here a team basically on a 170 lead. So this one right here is basically going to be mainly focused on androids, as MVP 17 is also a category leader that's 170 across the board, or super physical key +3 and 120 across the board. So this is gonna be another team basically going to be composed of androids. But again, if you want to, what you could do here as well is that you could also replace certain characters. I just decided to bring some other android category units that didn't have big bad bosses. But now that I'm looking at it, what you could actually do here is maybe take out this character and bring like Android 13. I really just brought this, made this team build because this is just basically Android 17 and 18, and they do share a lot of good links together. But what you could also do here as well is that you could also maybe switch it up, because Android 13 is also going to be an Android lead or target Goku for attack and defense 170 and HP 130. But he's definitely outdated. But I'll definitely recommend. But you could use him as a leader if you wanted to, but I would definitely recommend that you actually go and bring 17 set as the leader, because it's 170 across the board, which is going to be right about here. And then I would actually bring this android, even though none of these characters have big bad bosses, he still has some really strong links with the other characters. So the fact that he's also a support type unit, which I believe he provides your 30% for the android category. Yeah, he provides your 30% attack and defense and key +2. So this android can actually work really well. Plus, he also has your transformation, which is actually very simple to get. Unfortunately, just like Gohan, you're not able to control it, but it is a transformation where he does, I believe, like guaranteed crits, right? No, he massively lowers defense, but it's also a guaranteed to hit here. Okay, but it's only going to be a guaranteed crit when you're against a Goku, so that's what happens here. But again, you can definitely go ahead and use this team here as well. If you're missing any support type units, again, you can always replace it with any other support type characters, because again, you even have free-to-play Cell, World Tournament Cell, that's actually pretty good as a support type unit. But he's not really here for damage, he's just really here for the, for the support. So that's also another good option here. So that's going to be all the teams, the top 5 best teams in my opinion in order to beat the event. So this is gonna be here basically the 170, this is 180, and then we have your 200 leader skills, which are gonna be really powerful. If I did have to choose one in order to beat the event, to kind of blitz it, I probably would go with the Gammas. I think the Gammas are really good. They hit really hard, they have good defense, and just have really good support all around. I think this would be probably my number 1. Number 2 would probably be the Cell one. This one right here, just because it's just much more consistent also. This one can be a little bit flimsy because of this guy, right? This guy is more of a character against Super Battle Road, but it's still pretty powerful. And then we have these guys here as well. I probably would say the Gammas are the best one. If I had to choose one to actually beat the event very quickly, I'd probably choose the Gammas, because Gamma 1 can also do multiple super attacks, which is pretty good. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos, come down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!